Hello and welcome to beginner's course on programmatic advertising. Before getting into actual topic of this video, here is a summary of previous topics. In general, for a food company, whatever the human and technical activities in cultivating or producing food items are in service to customers who demand those food products. Likewise, whatever the human and technical activities in online advertising are in service to those brands and emerge from them. It means that in the whole ecosystem, the functioning of all the players and ad tech platforms mainly depends on the investment of advertisers in ad campaigns. Advertisers spend the budget to achieve their campaign objectives and maximize their return on investment. Publishers are content creators. Content may be text, video, audio, etc. They are the source of ad inventory, and online consumers or audience are users. Publishers supply ad inventory for those advertisers or brands to reach online consumers. One of the most important ways to generate revenue is through monetization of online media content. Advertisers and publishers are the main players who connects other players and technology platforms in the online advertising ecosystem. In this video, I am going to explain about ad servers which connects both advertisers and publishers. Agenda of this video: Introduction to ad server, early days of ad serving, what is an ad server, introduction to ad serving process, and finally task for the day. Introduction: Advertisements that appear in the newspaper once printed and cannot be replaced with another new ad in the same ad space. These ads come from different advertisers. When it comes to online, ads shown on the website can be changed as per the publisher interest in respective ad slots. When you visit a website, you will see both content and advertisements. On this web page, there are few advertisements and rest is the content. If you refresh this page, you might see the same or different ads. This happens to any users whenever they visit online media content. One of the main advantages of online advertising is publisher can use single ad space to run multiple ads and earn additional revenue. Do you know how these online publishers manage multiple campaigns across multiple advertisers, and which platform they use for multiple targeting capabilities, and how they make the ads as relevant as possible? So all this can be done with the help of ad server. To answer all these questions, let's first dive into history behind ad server. In the early days of online advertising, if advertisers wanted to advertise their ads on any publisher website, they had to call the publishers in person and sign an agreement to purchase advertising space. And then advertisers send the creative to the publisher. After the creative is received, publishers make the ad setup within the website by hard coding these advertisements by hand on a reserved web page as a banner ad, which is similar to the setup of content image. Once the setup is done, the ad goes live. When a user visits a web page, the browser sends a page request to the publisher web server. If you are new to web technology, just remember that publishers' media content, which includes text, images, video, and other types of media, hosts in a web server which is known as publisher web server. This web server responds with a media content as per the page request. Together with that, the browser also reads a code embedded in the ad in the web page. It also requests the respective ad from the same publisher web server. Finally, ads get served here on the publisher website along with the media content. This is how ad serving process used to be during early days of online advertising. First display ad was launched in 1994. This is how the ad serving process used to be during the early days of online advertising. And first display ad was launched in the year 1994. This approach is purely manual with no properly maintained ad management system. In this kind of manual process, publisher used to face numerous challenges and risks while running these advertisements or when changing to a new ad on their website and many more. This process used to be slow, which resulted in time consuming, inefficient, and not scalable, which resulted in earning less revenue by publisher despite the possibility of having ad opportunities. The time has come for both advertisers and publishers to manage online ad campaigns, which requires exclusive maintenance, central management, testing, and optimizing to make sure it drives revenue for both publishers and maximize return on investment for advertisers. So what's the solution for all these problems? The solution is ad server. Finally, ad server came into picture. It is a ad serving, ad management, ad technology platform. As time progressed, publisher adapted to change in people, process and technology and user behavior as well. With the advancement of ad technology, ad servers came into play. Ads can be placed dynamically, which makes players' business more profitable and solving various challenges for both advertisers and publishers. During this time, the process in display advertising ecosystem standardized with ad sizes, dimensions, etc., which makes players in the ecosystem communicate in the same language at scale. This made growth in the digital advertising industry. These ad servers were introduced in the year 1996. So let's define what exactly an ad server. Ad server is just like web server. Instead of media content, it stores advertisements and delivers them to online users as per the requirement of players who use it in the display advertising ecosystem. In other words, ad server is ad technology software platform that hosts and delivers advertisements that help to manage and run online ad campaigns for players like publishers, advertisers, media agencies, and ad networks. This ad serving technology involves both automated and semi-automated process. Finally, when compared with the old process, let's see the difference. When a user visits a web page, the browser requests a page from the publisher web server. Publisher web server receives the page request and replies with an HTML page that contains media content. The browser also reads separate code known as ad tag in the respective ad slots and direct the ad request not to the publisher web server this time. Instead, ad request is routed to another server known as publisher ad server. The ad server receives a request and selects an ad matching various parameters and send it to the browser to fulfill the ad slot. This is very simple view to understand how ad is served on the website. In the next part of this video, I will explain what happens behind ad serving step by step in detail. With the introduction of ad servers in the ecosystem, publishers are managed and encouraged to build more web pages and various media content by which they can run more ad campaigns. This in turn makes publisher monetize and increase overall revenue. Also, no people involvement is required in ad serving process and the system takes care of it. This process is run by software platforms that can save time by which players can focus on other tasks. Publisher can focus on creating content and advertisers can focus on developing attractive creatives. Hope this video helps you to understand about ad server basics. I will explain more about ad servers in the next videos. Meanwhile, let's do some tasks related to ad serving and try this on your browser. Go to any live websites. Popular news websites are suggested. Now type $GOOGFC at the end of the URL. Examples are shown here. Press enter and page gets loaded. After few seconds, you will see the website as shown here in this slide. This arrow pointing to the number of ad slots per page and page request details are shown in that tab. Do your own research and understand to get an idea of ad serving process. If you are from non-technical background, no worries. I will explain this in detail in the next video. Hope that will clear all your doubts. Thank you for watching this video. Meanwhile, for any queries and feedback, please write an email to learnersearchglobal@gmail.com or write under comment section.